What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So things get seriously heated between undefeated 3-division world champion, superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 26 wins, no loss and no draw, 24 wins by way of knockout, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach at 27 years of age, and former IBF junior welterweight world champion, superstar boxer REGIS Prograis, 27 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 23 big wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'8" with a 67-inch arm reach. He's coming off of a 6-round TKO victory over Tyrone McKinnon that took place March 19th, last weekend. So with that said, REGIS Prograis, he did an interview and on the Akim Barak show. Shout out to REGIS Prograis. Shout out to Akim Barak on Sirius XM Radio and on the Zone. And REGIS Prograis, he was asked about the situation between Gervonta Tank Davis and his longtime promoter, retired legendary Hall of Fame iconic superstar boxer turned promoter and founder of Mayweather Promotions and Floyd Money Mayweather. And REGIS Prograis, if you don't know, REGIS Prograis and Gervonta Tank Davis, this is nothing new. They have history here. REGIS Prograis has been calling out Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis has been responding to REGIS Prograis. And so REGIS Prograis, he says that Gervonta Tank Davis is overrated. His star status is overrated, essentially, because he said that it's all created on the back of Floyd Mayweather, If it wasn't for Floyd Mayweather and his star status, nobody would know who Gervonta Tank Davis is. Now, this is a part of the reason Gervonta Tank Davis is frustrated and took to social media to let the world know his contract is up with Mayweather Promotions after this fight with Rolando Rolly Romero, who's a fellow stablemate of his, who's a WBA interim lightweight title contender, who is 14 wins, no loss, no draw, 12 wins by way of knockout. He hasn't had any big fights. And Gervonta Tank Davis, he lets it be known that the only reason I'm fighting Rolando Rolly Romero because Floyd Mayweather, Lenny Ellerbe, Mayweather Promotions, they know my contract is up with Mayweather Promotions, and they got me facing this in-house dude, Now, he used other words to describe Rolando Rolly Romero. Then he put up pictures of GTD Promotions, Gervonta Tank Davis Promotions. He was responding to fans who were asking him questions and saying he's going to leave Floyd Mayweather, so on and so forth, right? And his coach, longtime trainer and mentor, Calvin Ford, he stated that Gervonta Tank Davis is just frustrated with the lack of big fights, the big names on his resume. Gervonta Tank Davis also stated that, they're putting my tickets on sale a month before my fight. That's not going to work. So he's just showing, expressing his frustration with his current situation. And his coach said that he wanted to fight with Vasyl Lomachenko. That's a fight he's been clamoring for, but hasn't got it. He just wants the big names, wants the big fights, and he wants the leash off. He wants to make big moves. And so REGIS Prograis is saying that Gervonta Tank Davis' name is only big. He hasn't fought anybody. He hasn't done anything big, but his name is attached to Floyd Mayweather. It's hitched to Floyd Mayweather, and because of that, Floyd Mayweather has made him a massive star. So Gervonta Tank Davis, he responds to REGIS Prograis, and he said that, he's simply just riding Floyd Mayweather, He said that, get off of Floyd Mayweather, stop riding Floyd Mayweather, essentially. And then he went on again in another rant, and he stated that all these lame boxers every other day have my name in their mouth, Now, obviously, like I stated, this is a fight that could be made. Gervonta Tank Davis fights at 130, 135, and 140. When his opponent, which was Rolly Romero, was pulled from his fight December 5th. He was initially supposed to fight Rolando Rolly Romero, but due to some serious allegations, Rolando Rolly Romero was pulled from the fight, and inserted was Isaac Pitbull Cruz, a Mexican star boxer it was a good fight. Gervonta Tank Davis won unanimous decision, broke his left hand in the 6th round, but showed versatility, showed skills, showed his power, showed his ring IQ. I was highly impressed with that performance. But many people thought that it should have been REGIS Prograis. REGIS Prograis was saying that He was more than willing to step in. He was more than willing to make the fight happen. It was on a 5 to 6 week notice. And again, this fight would have had to take place at junior welterweight. Or Regis Prograis at one point in time said he would fight Tank at a catchweight. But Tank has fought at 140 now, okay? And so, he was vying for the opportunity to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. That was Regis Prograis, and he didn't get the opportunity, okay? And, this is a fight that should be made. Regis Prograis, he's now with Probellum and Richard Schaefer, who has a very good relationship with PBC, Premier Boxing Champion, founder and advisor Al Heyman. Okay, so this is a fight that can be made, okay, and it should be made. But obviously, Tank Davis wants the biggest names. He's now the mandatory. He's going to be in position to, should he beat Rolando Rolly Romero, as I expect him to. I believe he's going to knock out Rolando Rolly Romero, or at least stop him in dramatic fashion. And he's the WBA regular champion at 135. So he'll be the mandatory to fight the winner of the highly anticipated Undisputed Showdown that's going to take place June 4th, June 5th in Australia between WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney and newly crowned undefeated lightweight world champion unified Australian star boxer George Kambosos Jr., okay? So he's in position to get these big fights, and he stated that even if he parted ways from Mayweather Promotions, when a fan asked him, he'll stay with the PBC, Al Heyman, and Showtime president of sports, Stephen Espinosa and Gervonta Tank Davis. He liked that comment, okay? All but confirming that that would be his move. Just promote his own self, okay? Have his own company, promotional company, GTD Promotions, and still work with PBC, Al Heyman, and Showtime, okay? So this is, again, would be a huge fight for Regis Prograis. Would be the biggest fight in Regis Prograis' career outside of the fight he had with Josh Taylor in a unification bout, which he lost. That's the only blemish on his resume. And it would be the biggest name and the biggest competitive fight for Gervonta Tank Davis. I think that Leo Santa Cruz, is, who's a 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, is a surefire Hall of Famer. So as far as accomplishments, Leo Santa Cruz would be more accomplished than Regis Prograis. But Regis Prograis is a very good fighter, a lot of power, was a world champion, lost a very close fight to Josh Taylor. Some people thought he won the fight. Some people thought he lost the fight. I thought it was a competitive fight. I thought that Josh Taylor, edged it out. I thought Regis Prograis was inactive too many times, too many points in the fight, and that cost him the fight. Okay, he wasn't letting his hands go on the inside, but it was a very action-packed fight, competitive fight, and I thought Josh Taylor deserved the victory over Regis Prograis. So with that said, this would be a huge fight for Gervonta Tank Davis. It would be a way for Tank Davis to prove what he wants to prove. I'm sure his competitive nature wants to see him prove that he's one of the best fighters in the world, not just being mentioned as such or being talked up as one, but to actually get in the ring and prove it, okay? The lack of big names on his resume at 27 years of age with 26 fights. And the biggest name on his resume is a guy who started at 118 in Leo Santa Cruz. Doesn't bode well with a lot of the fans, a lot of the boxing pundits, okay? That's the reason why many people don't consider Gervonta Tank Davis on the pound-for-pound list, okay? Because of lack of competition across the ring from him in the other corner. This would be that fight. Regis Prograis, again, one loss to Josh Taylor in a very close fight. Regis Prograis is, a big, strong guy with a lot of power, who has a granite chin, never been knocked out. This would be the ultimate test for Gervonta Tank Davis, okay? And again, it shouldn't be hard to make, seeing as though Regis Prograis has now recently signed with Probellum and Richard Schaefer, but again, they have a relationship with Al Heyman, so it should be a pretty easy fight to be made. Gervonta Tank Davis, if this is indeed his last fight with Mayweather Promotions, what better way, to get in the ring with Regis Prograis to prove that you want to fight the absolute best there is to offer, okay? A fight with him, I know he's seeking out a fight with Lomachenko at 135, but we don't know what the future holds for Vasyl Lomachenko. Currently at the time, he's 10 toes down on the soil in Ukraine defending his country, and we don't know when he's going to be back in the ring. And on top of that, he's in position as well to fight the winner of Devin Haney versus George Kambosos Jr. So We don't know what the future holds for Vasyl Lomachenko, when you'll see Vasyl Lomachenko back in the ring. He's 33 years of age, 16 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 11 wins by way of knockout, 5'6" with a 66-inch arm reach. That's the fight that fans have been clamoring for as well. But if you can't secure that fight next, if you Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Haney's tied up. Teofimo Lopez doesn't have belts coming off a loss. He's now moving up to junior welterweight. What better way to fight Regis Prograis? That makes a lot of sense. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. Gervonta Tank Davis tells him stop riding Floyd Mayweather. And obviously Regis Prograis is saying that Gervonta Tank Davis's name is solely based off of attachment to Floyd Mayweather's. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.